Greetings, warriors. I know that you can't see me because I'm actually driving home from Blobfest. So I figured, hey, I started the night off on Cemetery Cinema, driving my car because I was late. You know, Dr. Dredd, he's a miracle man with the video, okay? And he explained it on the obit, and it was funny because what we did is, you know, he has a green screen at his house. We go to the studio there, right? And we film our bits, but we forgot to film an intro to this movie, right? So he sends me a text as I'm driving around the neighborhood, right, getting ready to go pick up stuff for dinner, and I'm like, all right, I'll just do it from here. So, that being said, tonight's movie, I tend to disagree with The Good Doctor, all right? The movie was bad, it was discombobulated, but it didn't suck, right? And the reason why I think it didn't suck is, you know, after you get through the beginning of the movie with the whole aliens and all that, which was, to me, kind of like, you know, trying to set everything up, to me it was a waste of time. They should have just gone right to the planet and got the monsters for you. But anyway, so, pardon me. So, you know, I really like the movie. I like the traditional flat top with Frankenstein. I'll say that again and again. Another movie we did where Frankenstein had a bulb head. I didn't like that one. I thought it was kind of stupid, right? And that'll be, I think that's Lady Frankenstein coming up at the end of the month. But so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you could have had the kids watch it tonight. It was just a little bit, you know, monster violence, but it wasn't like, yo, it's pouring rain, freaking idiot. See, that's why I'm a fire cop, fire policeman. Like, I'm gonna end up going to his accident later, idiots. Anyway, like I should talk. I'm driving and shooting a video. Shh, don't tell anybody. So, where was I? Oh, but I like the movie, and I like the movie a lot because the star, right, was the same guy from The Day the Earth Stood Still, right? Maka Bandhu, whatever he said to the robot, right? I thought he was a pretty good actor. Now, I think he did say though, and it's true, a lot of things were lost in translation. Because this movie, it's an Italian, Spanish, German movie, right? It's like the Axis powers from World War II, you know? But I thought it had a little bit of comedy in it. Didn't mean to have comedy in it. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Didn't mean to have comedy in it, but it was kind of fun. So it's like one of those bad movies that's actually enjoyable to watch. I had a good time with it, you know? But a lot of the bits we did, the doc, I'm telling, he's a miracle man with the video, right? All I can do is talk. So, but also like the doc said, I have been hustling, right? Me and the boss, we've been hustling a lot lately, and we got probably, it's close to 20 independent movies that we're going to show on Cemetery Cinema. We got to have a talk about how we're going to do it. My thoughts are, a lot of the shorts that we have, right, what we want to do is the Friday after Thanksgiving, we're going to have a shorts fest, right, and we'll have 2 hours worth of shorts, you know, 10, 15, 20-minute shorts, right, and then the ones that don't make it to that are shorts, that are under 20 minutes, we'll have them incorporated into our show, pardon me, so we could, so like if we have a movie that's only like an hour 15, we'll put one of the shorts in, try to give us, you know, give these guys exposure, and that's the whole deal, right? There's friends of mine own a brewery, it's called Levante, and I asked them, why Levante? He said it's an Italian word for raising everybody up. Everybody works together, everybody helps each other. And that's what we are trying to do at Cemetery Cinema. The boss, me, and Dr. Dredd, right? We have a lot of connections out in the horror community, and we're getting a lot of these guys, right, to give us their independent films so we can show them. We're giving them an outlet, and they're giving us content. It's a win-win both ways, okay? Now, personally, right, the last 2 days, I've had 3 meetings with independent horror hosts. Actually had a meeting with a fella who's out of Seattle, who his show is just independent horror, right? And he has a lot of turn your high beams off, you idiot. But he has a lot of good horror content out there, okay? And it's all independent. So we're going to collaborate. He's going to send me people to talk to. I've already sent him 3 people to talk to, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Today I was talking to a guy named Chris. He's out of Brooklyn. So him and the boss, they're probably neighbors, right? He has a movie called Murder, and he has another movie. It's sort of like the movie Ted, but horror. Hey Chris, what's going on? It's like the movie Ted, but like a horror Ted. I can't wait to see it, right? And then like the other movie has Murder. Now the teddy bear one, right? He's actually doing a campaign to get funding to complete it, right? And its screenplay has won all kinds of awards, which is actually kind of cool, you know? So once he gets that out, we're going to have that on there, right? And then we had another fella that I spoke to, and he has a ton of shorts that are like 10 minutes, right? And he has some that you know, like in a series. So what we're thinking of doing is showing his shorts, right? And have them like one short a week, right? So it's like a serial. It's like watching the movies at the movie theater back in the 40s, you know what I mean? So it'll be kind of a serial kind of thing. We're looking to do all kinds of crazy stuff, right? We want to be able to present to you guys, our fans, something different, right? And there's a million horror hosts out there, and I love them all, right? I do, right? But they are showing the same 100 movies that are public domain, okay? Hey, if you've seen what we've done the last 5 weeks, we've shown public domain movies. Tonight's movie was on Svengoolie. 2 weeks ago, I had the movie with Christopher Lee. That's been on all. I mean, I think The Mummy and the Monkey had it, right? And they're out of Cleveland. They're really good. I believe actually Elvira had it back in the 80s when she was doing her show out in California. So I'm telling you, it's, you know, a lot of people have independent horror. They want to get exposure. We're going to give them that chance, and they're going to give us their movies, right? It's fun. It's hustling. It's funny. Like today on my calendar, my wife, you know, Helga's kind of like, so what are you doing today? I said, well, I got to sign into work, do some work, and I got to do some stuff for my class. Then I have to talk to a horror host and another guy who does independent movies. It's my day is taken up. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, right? If you get a chance, Dr. Dread is on in an hour on the Monster Channel. Dr. Dread Reviews. Go give him a look-see, right? The good doctor. He's the best partner I've had in horror. You know, he's actually let me ride on his coattails, right? Tomorrow, watch the post-mortem that the boss John Rios is going to do, right? He always has a lot more information because he's been hustling a lot, and he's actually got, I think it's the Midnight Movie Studios or Midnight Movies, you know, whatever, and it's another movie studio, and I think he's got 3 or 4 independent films. So you guys, I'm telling you, keep up with us, right? We are going to get better. You know, not that we weren't great tonight, because we were. I can say that. Now, tonight I was at Blobfest, right? And I interviewed a boatload of people, okay? And I even interviewed Gora Borealis, who is on the Shocktail Hour in out of Baltimore, and she's a singer. And holy cow, she got a set of pipes on her, right? I'm going to load all the videos on the YouTube, and then we're eventually going to use them as filler on our show, okay? I interviewed Matt McGinnis. Matt McGinnis is a writer for Mystery Science Theater. He is also one of the people that runs Blobfest. And remember, Blobfest is a non-profit. Only thing Blobfest does is get enough money this year to pay for next year. Okay, so it's a lot of fun. They do all these people do this. They're not getting paid. They do it for the love of horror, and I love it. Right? I interviewed an alien. Right? He's a goof. Right? And then I interviewed a couple people on the streets. It was a lot of fun. Oh, I actually interviewed Miss Blobfest from, I think she said 2019, 2020, right? She's a hoot. She's been at every Blobfest. She's one of the volunteers that works it, and she's funny. She's one of those people you can sit and talk to and actually enjoy a conversation with her, okay? Now, what am I doing tomorrow? I'll be back at Blobfest. I'm going to get there for the fire extinguisher parade. Yes, fire extinguisher parade. Remember, at the end of the Blob, at the Blob Diner, live in Downingtown. How they killed the Blob was they hit him with the fire extinguisher to freeze him, right? So they do a fire extinguisher parade. I'll be there for that. They're going to be there for the street fair all day. I'm going to interview as many people as I can and interviewed a lot of shop people, right? Because they're trying to get their products out there, right? I'll interview them, right? And then you can look on their Etsy stores and buy some of their stuff, right? It's going to be fun. And then later on the day, Dr. Dredd and I are going to meet up, and we'll do some content there, right? I always have a blast. The first time I met Dr. Dredd in person was at Blobfest like 3 or 4 years ago. I met him at Root Down Brewery. Stop in Root Down Brewery, best beer down there, right? And I sat and chatted up with him, and that's how we got to know each other. Another cool thing, right? Talking about beer. Sly Fox Brewery, which is a brewery out of Pottstown. They started back in like 95, 96, back in the heyday when a lot of brewers popped up. And they are one of the few breweries, especially in this area here, who have not only done well, but have stayed open for over almost 30 years, right? Their beers are good. They did a Blob beer, which is a red ale. Oh my God, it was great. It was very malty, little bit of hoppy, right? Color was great, right? All right, so I used to be a beer reporter back in the day. Look me up, Internet Archive, Johnny B's Beer Report. All right, but that was great. And then I'm gonna pop into Molly McGuire's also. They got some great food. And then after I go see the street fair and all that stuff, Barbie going to go see the Shorties Festival. They have a bunch of movies that were submitted that are shorts, little horror flicks, right? They showed the 2 winners tonight. They were both hysterical. So what I'm hoping to do is get their names and ask them if they want to have their shorts on a cemetery cinema. And I'm sure they will, because you know why? I got personality and I can talk anybody into anything. Mostly. Okay? I haven't been able to talk the lottery guy to give me the numbers, but that's beside the point. So, and then after that, right, I'm going to go over to Root Down Brewery, and they're having a Blob punk music post-Blob day thing at their place, right? I can't wait. You guys know, right, the Ramones, Clash. Yo, Harris, how you doing? I see you out there. I like the Ramones, the Clash, right? I like a lot of ska. Punk and ska kind of go together. I can't wait to watch that. That'll be a blast. So I'll be there live with you tomorrow. Hopefully I can talk to Mike Camara, who is the owner of Root Down. A guy that used to own a homebrew store in the neighborhood. Great guy. Root Down won. They won Brewery of the Year their very, very first year. And they have a beer, it's an IPA called Bine. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Steve, their brewer, is a great guy. He used to be in our homebrew club. Guy can brew some great beer. All right, so before I get pulled over by the cops because they see me yapping on my phone, even though I'm not holding it in my hand, I got it up over here, right? I'm gonna get. All right, so I will talk to you tomorrow, probably 11 o'clock. When I go for the fire extinguisher thing. And I'll be doing Facebook Live all day, YouTube Live. Okay? So, Mad Darbarian out. Not that you can see me. Oh, wait a minute. Mad Darbarian out. See ya.